Hey guys, Ben Dreiser here. So today I want to give you a few cool little pieces of information. Let's start with Airbnb. Airbnb currently has a restriction in Los Angeles County that says that a homeowner or a condo owner is only allowed to rent their unit for 180 days. Just recently, the city wanted to make that even more strict. They wanted to bring the total from 180 down to 120, making the maximum days that a person in LA County can rent out their unit is for 120 days on Airbnb. The reason that they want to get more restrictive on how long landlords or property owners can rent out to Airbnb is because the Airbnb market is actually hurting the affordable rent market, because when landlords are able to get so much more from temporary rentals versus long-term rentals, the price of long-term rentals goes way up. So a lot of people in Los Angeles County has been fighting Airbnb and trying to get it more and more restrictive to make sure that rental prices stay low for them. So probably in the next few months, that 120-day restriction will pass when it comes to Airbnb. Okay, the next project that I kind of want to talk to you guys about today is a really, really cool one. This one is in Beverly Hills, and it's for a 99-unit boutique hotel and 9 houses, each on an acre of land. So this property is the last section of a gated community or an area called Beverly Crest, which has some incredible homes. Probably the average home price in that area is between the 3 and 10 million mark. But these houses, once they're done in the seclusion, these are probably going to be north of 15 to 20 million, these brand new houses on an acre of land. Gary Safady, who's a big time developer, bought this piece of property from Beverly Crest a few years back, and he just recently submitted the plans for this project. He's going to call it the Retreat at Benidict Canyon, which is interesting because from what I can tell, it's not directly on Benidict Canyon. It's actually a little bit closer to Coldwater Canyon. So I'm curious why exactly he chose the Retreat at Benidict Canyon, unless I'm missing the exact area that this particular project is going to be. Obviously, this was just submitted, and this area is all currently in a residential zone. So in order for them to be able to do the apartments and or the hotels rather, they're going to have to get a lot of entitlements and variances and zone changes to make this happen. With all that and the complicatedness of this particular project, we're probably still looking at another 3 years before they start construction if things go smoothly, and probably another 5-6 years if everything goes well for it to be completed and done. But it's a really, really cool project because there's just there's not land in LA, especially 90210 land, 33 acres available for such an incredible type development. So that's a really cool one that I'm excited about, that's potentially in the pipeline. The next one that I want to talk to you guys about, we're moving all the way to the west side to Santa Monica. The exact address of this lot is going to be 1650 Lincoln Boulevard, and this is going to be the northwest corner of Lincoln and Olympic. And this is right where the 10 freeway and Lincoln hit each other. So currently they just submitted plans for a 98-unit apartment complex, 8 of which will be for low income or affordable, and they're going to have roughly 7,000 square feet of ground floor commercial or retail space. Because this area the land value is so high, they're going 3 stories of underground parking, which is very, very deep and makes construction very expensive the deeper you go. Not most, but a lot of developers like to keep a maximum of a floor and a half underground or subterranean, just because Once you start getting into the second level and third level underground, the cost for excavating, the cost for shoring, which means actually supporting the wall where you're actually digging out the dirt, and the cost of the concrete to actually build the parking structure dramatically increases the price of construction. The owner of this particular project is NMS, which is, I believe, like a subsidiary of NMS Property, who's ran by Neil Schechter. So Neil Schechter is a big time player in LA, and especially on the west side. He probably controls around 2,000 units out there. So this project is under review. We'll see what happens. Everything in Santa Monica takes a little bit longer and is a little bit slower because Santa Monica has their own city planning commission, and they're just notorious for being a little bit more slow and a little bit more tedious with their approvals. So that's a pretty interesting project that in the next 3 to 5 years we could see going up. Sticking on the west side, the next project I want to talk about is from the Venice Community Housing Corp, which they're a company that focuses on housing for the Venice area, and especially affordable housing. Currently, they're trying to get plans approved for the actual site where their headquarters are at. So where their office is at, which is at 718 East Rose Street, which is pretty much the southwest quadrant of Rose and 7th Avenue. And what they're asking to build here is a 35-unit affordable housing complex. The total square footage of this project is supposed to be around 21,000 square feet. And again, this project is currently where their office / headquarters are at. Also, they're asking for a huge variance to get more units on their property. So currently in Venice, the maximum building height per the Venice coastal specific plan is 35 maximum feet. They're asking for a 20-foot increase, so they want to make this building 55 square feet so they can squeeze in as many possible units as they can. It's only a matter of time. It's right now in the city, in the planning department. So over the next couple of months, we will find out exactly what happens with that project, if they get approved, if they have to go back and make changes to their submitted plan. But that's another interesting project on the west side. Sticking on the west side, we're gonna go to Culver City, where Amazon has just agreed to lease out an additional 75,000 square feet of office space right across from where they're currently at Culver Studios. And this is going to be in a new development called the Culver Stairs, who Hackman, I believe it's Hackman Associates or Hackman Capital Partners, is the owner of both Culver Studios and Culver Stairs Development, which are pretty much across the street from each other. They must be thrilled that they got Amazon as a tenant, given that they're one of the strongest retailers in all the world. I'm sure any landlord would be thrilled to have Amazon as a tenant. Also, it puts Amazon's footprint in the Culver City area to 350,000 square feet that Amazon is currently occupying. In that exact area, Amazon Studios, which is their division that is in the production and in the movie industry, is right there as well at that Culver Studios building. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little brief talk about some of the properties in LA that are coming up and what's new and exciting. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. And if you guys ever need anything for your project, make sure to give us a buzz and we will get on it and get you a quote as soon as 24 hours. Take care, and I will talk to you guys soon.